Good evening and welcome to this week's episode of It's My Turn Now. This is a chance for you to express your feelings, express your thoughts. Just let us know what's on your mind. We try to address issues that I think are relevant to the church, relevant to various issues that sometimes is not discussed. So I want you to just sit back, prepare to ask questions, uh, to share this with your friends, share with your family. I think it's a very timely subject, very sensitive subject, and I'm encouraging you to just share this with someone else. Let them know that it's my turn now. It's on. I'm trying to get it to go public, which most of you who come on here on a regular basis will recognize that each week it takes a minute or two for it to go live. I don't know why it does that, but it does. Thank those who are on here. Um, I have been doing this. God bless this Mims. I have been doing this for approximately 3 years. Each week I'm on here. I probably have maybe missed four weeks in the last 3 years, and I've dealt with a lot of various subjects. I've had a lot of different guests from around the country, around the U.S., out of the country. But of all the subjects that we have dealt with, this particular subject has touched me and has impacted me more than any subject that I've dealt with, and so that's why I felt to uh, to do the program again. The same two young ladies that I had on before, they're both uh, raised up in the foster care system, and they both have unique stories to share with you, share with the audience. And so I want you to kind of just be engaged and listen to what they have to say. Again, if you want to give a comment, let us know that you're on here. Let us know what your thoughts are. And there are some are asking, won't you share, because there are others that want to uh, be a part of the program, but they may not know how to get on here. So feel free to share it with someone. I think we're live now, so if you want to share it, you should be able to share it. And like I said, we're gonna take a few more minutes to see if we're on live yet. Yeah, see if we are public yet, rather. Again, feel free to give your comments. Just let us know what your thoughts are. Again, like I said, this is a very sensitive subject to a lot of people, and I want to thank my guests. They're both they both have they both are very transparent in their thoughts, the way they feel, and they give me liberty to ask whatever questions that I want to ask, and I want you to feel free to ask questions. So I'm going to bring them on first. I'm going to start with Dolly. Dolly, welcome to It's My Turn Now.
Thank you. This is my turn now. It's my turn now.
Yes, sir.
Hi.
Why don't you give us 60 seconds, as we're going to hear more, but give us 60 seconds, just a quick overview of yourself.
I am 66 years old. I was adopted at birth. My adopted family parents passed away when I was young, and I went into the foster care system all the way up through till I was 18 years old. But I graduated from high school early, so I was still in foster care while I was still in college.
Mm-hmm.
And that set the stage for my mental health throughout my remaining years.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you said you graduated early. What do you think caused you to graduate early? Were you an overachiever, or what do you think?
Yes, that's part of my mental illness or emotional health profile, in that I am an overachiever. I have A-type personality, which means that in terms of I borderline perfectionist,
Mm-hmm.
almost narcissistic,
Mm-hmm.
but with the help of the Lord, I don't believe I'm narcissistic.
Good. Good.
but truly bordering perfectionist, because it just seems like I was always trying to win the approval and making sure that I didn't make waves. I was very diplomatic in how I had to navigate homes because I lived in so many.
Right. And if any of those are in here, remember the last time I remember you, as well as other guests, sharing some of your experiences. I'm going to bring April on now and give her a chance, and we're going to talk about different things. April, welcome to It's My Turn Now.
Hello, it's my turn now.
Yes. Tell us a little bit about yourself, April.
I am 36, from Indianapolis, Indiana. I went into the foster care system when I was about 4, and I bounced from home to home. My siblings were all in one stable home, but I was the the difficult child. I was the oldest, and I was finally adopted by about 12.
Okay.
So I spent several years in the foster care system, but not my entire childhood.
Okay. Did you label yourself as a difficult child, or were you labeled by someone else as a difficult child?
It depends on how you look at it. Me being the oldest, I was always really protective of my siblings. So I was almost like a mother figure, or thought that I was like a mother figure to them. So I was not really tolerant of mistreatment of any kind. So I guess the homes that we lived in would have labeled me a fairly difficult child. I also had some what I would call psychological issues as well, like abandonment and things like that.
And some of those things are normal. Now, it seems like to me what you had was a protective behavior. You were actually trying to protect your siblings.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't consider that as, having problems. It's just that you saw yourself as a mother figure and you wanted to protect your siblings. And so, yeah, I can understand that. One of the things that April shared with me, and we'll get back to you, Dolly. One of the things that April shared with me right before we came on, you shared with me that you actually met your biological parents. Not how long has that been?
Um, it was about, I want to say about 15 years ago.
Okay.
I was at a Walmart, and my biological uncle recognized me after so many years. And then my biological father was incarcerated at the time, but I
Mhm.
would write letters. We would write back and forth, and in doing that, he was also writing back and forth with my biological mother.
Mhm.
So I was able to kind of meet them both.
Okay. I'm looking for some reason. Does anyone see the actual video? Because I'm not seeing it going live. Can either you see it on the Facebook page? Because actually not seeing.
Saying that
Hey, pardon.
she said I had a message that there was no sound.
There's no sound,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not seeing it. I don't know why I'm not seeing it on here. Let me try something. We'll get it eventually. Always some challenges, but I don't know why it's not coming on live, because it's showing. If you're on here, if you can see us, please leave a message. Give us something to message to let us know that you're able to see it. Okay, now I had someone named Sherry that was on here.
That was my friend.
Okay. Were either you ladies able to share it?
I can do it.
I shared, and she said she couldn't get any sound.
No. Someone just says they were able to see it with sound. So
They can't see it now. Okay.
yeah. So like I said, it's always a challenge each week, but we'll get it eventually.
see the live.
I'm still not getting it on. I'm not able to see it on my live on my any of my devices. I don't know why.
I don't see it either.
She says she's able to see it, but I cannot see it. And usually I can. Yeah, I know. Okay. You're able now. Shirley Walton says she's able to see it. Anyone else able to see it? Please let us know. Leave a comment. Let us know you're able to see it because I can't. I'm not able to see. I'm not able to see it. I've not had this right here happen before. So, I'm mad if I'm not able to see. I'm sure someone else is probably not able to see as well. So. Again, I've dealt with a lot of programs in the last 3 years, and this program right here is the subject is very, very intense and very serious subject. So I'm hoping I can get it to come back on. We'll see what happens. It says it's public, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so the reason we're dealing with this subject is we're dealing with mental health, and the challenge is that from what I'm hearing and you ladies can share with me, there's a certain psychological challenges and issues that you have that are unique, and attachment style, feelings of abandonment. Those are issues that affects your mental health, your self image, and so we want to talk about that. Which one of you ladies would like to discuss that? Share that with us.
You can go first.
Okay, well, I will have to say, since I'm the oldest of the two of us, that I have been battling this phenomena for most of my entire life. As a matter of fact, I coined it the battle for your mind because it is truly a battlefield, trying to navigate emotions, trying to I've been in and out of rehab situations. I list in my book all of the facilities that I've been admitted to, either as an outpatient patient or inpatient or doing group therapy. I have been at this a long time. In my current,
I want you to keep talking. I'm going to take off for a minute, but I want you to continue to talk. Okay.
I've been in and out of facilities mainly because of the emotional trauma that I have been carrying around with me due to lack of poor image, self-image. As we were speaking earlier, that I borderline perfectionist. I'm an overachiever. I worked 6 jobs at one time. I had 6 jobs. One was full time, but the rest of them were part time. Till I worked myself till I died. I actually literally died and came back after 7 attempts, and that's when my doctor told me, we're going to have to put you on disability because you can no longer work. And part of my self-image was based on what I was able to do. If I was a good employee, if I was a good worker at church, if I was a good family member, that's what motivated me to be that overachiever. And part of it comes from the fact that I never felt good enough, because I always felt that my parents abandoned me at birth. I was adopted at birth, and that meant that they didn't want me. And then after my adopted parents died, the foster care people, I went from home to home. It wasn't because I was out. I had behavior issues. It was just because they were mistreating me. And
Yeah.
No, I brought you back on, but I can't hear you now. Are you able to hear her, April?
I can't hear.
I can't hear you for some reason. Can you hear us, Dolly? Are you able to hear us, Dolly? Okay.
I don't think she said, I don't think she can hear you either.
Okay. I tell you what I'm going to do. I may have to come off, and I apologize for those on here. I'm going to have to come off, and we're going to have to start over. For some reason, we're not coming on. Okay. So I apologize for those watching. We're going to try to start. We're going to come off. We're going to try to start over again. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So those who have clicked on the link, when I come back on, you can click on the link again. But we're going to try to get everyone back on here again.
So should we leave?
Okay, let's try it. Dolly, can you hear me?